interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Warning: the following program contains explicit language and mature content. It is not meant for the easily offended. So if you are an emotional pussy, please refrain from listening. Thank you and enjoy.
Back at it, the Words on Fire podcast. It's your boy Cujo riding solo. My man Jules had I guess he had something better to do. He had something better to do than come hang out with me today, son of a bitch. But he's missing out because today we got a special guest. She was here, 2-3 weeks ago?
About 2 weeks.
Right before Holy Smokes, it's Chuco Mania 2. She goes by the name of Jessica Renee Guerrero. Jessica, welcome back. How you been? How's everything going?
Good, very good.
Yeah. How was the event, the Chuco Mania? How did it go down?
It was awesome. We had a really good turnout. The barbecue food was so good.
Was that the best part, or was it the? I mean, was it the barbecue? Was it the wrestling? Was it the band? What was yours?
A little bit of everything.
Okay.
I liked the barbecue. Skinny's barbecue. Mm-hmm. In my heart, won.
Okay.
It was very flavorful.
Really?
Really, really good.
Okay.
And the lucha libre, it was awesome as well. I would say round 3, we agreed. Mm-hmm. That was really good.
The barbecue was Skinny's because I know they're one of the main promoters along with Fuji. Was he in the contest also, or was he just like
Skinny's
hosting
barbecue?
with it? Yeah.
Yes, Skinny's barbecue was part of the contest as well.
Who won the contest?
Oh my Lord. That is actually coming out in...
Oh, so has it come out yet?
Not yet.
Oh.
So I can't be saying anything yet.
Okay. Can you give a hint? Or do you not?
It will be coming out next week, I think.
Are they having some kind of event for the coming out, or how is it?
It's going to be a promo video.
Okay, so it's going to be a promo video coming out next week. So everybody stay tuned. Anybody who went out there who was at the yard?
Yes, the yard.
Okay,
patio
so
garden.
whoever was at the yard and was experiencing the Holy Smokes, it's Chuco Mania, and you want to know who won the actual barbecue? Was it the barbecue throwdown or barbecue? I don't know how they worded it. I don't want to miss.
It was a competition between 25 different barbecue vendors.
So out of all those, you're gonna have, what are they gonna do? Like first, second, and third, or is it just first and everybody else doesn't matter?
Yes, I believe it's going to be like the first, second, and third.
First, second, and third, because it's the first, then the first place loser, second place loser, and then first. Because as my hero Ricky Bobby says, if you ain't first, you're last.
Right.
All right, Jess. So let me ask you something. So how did you get how did you get involved in all this stuff in the first place?
Well, I mean, it began when I was 8 years old.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was modeling then.
Since 8
years old.
Okay, how long ago was that? How many can you?
I am 37 now.
Okay,
so this is a while ago.
So it's a few moons.
Yes.
Okay.
And I actually tried out for the Selena movie when I lived in San Antonio.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. When J-Lo, is that the one for the J-Lo?
For the J-Lo, yes.
Okay.
And there were all kinds of people. Mm-hmm. All kinds of walks of life.
Right.
It was an awesome experience. But that's where I started. Then we moved back to El Paso, and I started with the face modeling at 14 years old. LAT Studios, they are local. I believe they are still up and running. Miss Teen El Paso.
Oh.
At 16 years old.
Damn, congrats.
Laura's Productions.
Okay, I think I know Laura's production because she would do a bunch of dance teams and shit like that, right?
Yes.
I wasn't too big on Laura. Laura was a little bit of a bitch.
Oh.
I'll say it.
Yeah.
I'll say it for you. It's because she always had so much stuff going on. I mean, I guess as a business person, sometimes you gotta be cutthroat.
Yes.
And this lady sure was.
She was interesting. At 16 years old, I remember she told me when I was walking down the runway, "You're not gonna make it very far in modeling.
What?
And I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, you're very curvaceous. You'll make it like in Maxim. And I'm 16 years old. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know what it was. And my mom was so upset. She's like, why would you tell my daughter that? You know,
Wow.
Playboy, that kind of thing. So I was just like,
So just like the heavy hitters. I mean, just the ones that everybody
like,
knows
okay,
about. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you'll never make it. You'll just make it on the one that everybody fucking knows about. That
like,
makes
okay.
sense. Damn.
That's
like,
interesting.
Why would you say that to somebody? Like, especially if you're a business owner and you're making money off of the models. Like, why would you be like, oh, you know, like that makes no sense.
Yes.
You're cutting out your own paycheck. You know what I mean?
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah, like I said, she's a bitch. I mean, you know, simplicities of life, right? And then from there, so first of all, Teen El Paso, what is that? What comes with that crown? Like what responsibilities comes with that
So
back then?
basically, back then, I mean, you just represent the Miss Teen El Paso. You represent El Paso, and then you'll show up to your different. They'll have you do the bikini contests, just different contests, and just representing El Paso. in
So
different-
just different sponsorships or different events. You show up as Miss Teen El
Miss
Paso.
Teen El Paso. So,
Does that, you know, because as a teenager, do you get any kind of, is there like any stipend or anything for making Miss Teen El Paso? You get like almost like a grant or some money going towards college or anything, or no?
I think it's just more of the title.
Just the title?
At that time. Yeah, it was just
All
more
right, so
of
there's
that
no
and
money
the
involved
experience.
or
Yeah.
whatnot. Ah, that's gay. I mean, because I mean, think about it. If you're trying to really present, you know, El Paso or, you know, the young, you know, a teenager, why not go and like, oh, if you win this, you're going to get money towards an education. You know, why
makes
not,
sense.
you know, make it pay off or whatnot. So after Teen El Paso, then what happened after that?
Then I became a young mother.
Oh.
At 17. I had my first son.
Okay.
Yes.
Damn.
So, yeah. Graduated earlier than my class, and then from Eastwood High School.
Well, no wonder. I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow.
I'm kidding. I love Eastwood.
Then I started working at San Francisco Skincare, selling makeup and basically just skincare and all of that. I was there for about 7-8 years.
Okay.
So
Damn.
that was awesome. I fell in love with the field. So
The field of
makeup. and
Makeup.
Women, like just, you know, the whole making them feel good, looking good, and that whole thing.
Let me ask you a question, just kind of like quick off topic, and then we'll get back onto it. I've always had this argument with my significant other, aka roommate. Who are bigger liars, men or women?
Gosh. I think it's a little of both.
Oh, because the way I tell her, the way I say, or my reasoning, men tell the most lies, but women are all lies.
No, I don't think so. I think we just have different views on it, and it can be. I mean, there I go. I'm probably lying. Huh?
Yeah. So is the reason I say that is because, and you know, for us men, if we are like this, right? There's nothing good here, nothing good at all, right? If this is what we've got, this is all we've got to work with. There's no makeup for dudes. There's no, you know, anything. What we got to work with is a Camaro or a fucking a hell of a personality. Now, women, y'all could just go to sleep looking one way and then waking up looking like a completely different person. Like
That's true.
it's like you get to draw a whole new person every day.
Yeah.
You know, women have them fake nails, the fake hair. Then
My
they got
nails are real.
the Wonder Bras. They got the
I get you.
the butt lifts. They got
man.
all kinds of shit. We don't got nothing. And then it's unfair. You know what I mean? Like what about us? When do we have a moment to shine? And that's the reason I say that women, I think, lie more than guys, because we'll tell the biggest lies. We'll say we have this or that. Yeah, whatever.
I don't think it's lying. I think it's just enhancing.
Enhancing the truth. Is that what it is? Enhancing the truth. Oh shit. So, what's your thoughts on people with cosmetic surgery? For it or against it?
To each is their own. I think that, I mean, it's a decision for them, you know, if it makes them feel better, you know, it'll help with self-esteem. I don't
Okay.
know. You know, if it's going to make them feel better about themselves and do something
Yeah.
in this world. And I don't know. I think
But
I'm not for it or against it.
it's just
I'm neutral.
whatever. So like, if it were to come to you, would you be like, I do it or not do it?
I'm scared.
You're scared?
To go under the knife. Yes. I mean, I had my children,
Yeah.
3 C-sections,
Oh.
3 boys. So
Okay.
I'm pretty.
Yeah,
nervous
you're pretty
about-
scared.
Yeah.
And then I know I'm sure you see the E Network and you've seen that
Yes.
botched because I
Yes.
know every woman's seen that.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Because I know my old lady had talked about, oh, have you seen this? And I was like, this is why people shouldn't be doing this shit.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and it
don't
gets
mess with your body.
it gets pretty fucking crazy.
He does. I've seen it. It's
I mean, look at
disturbing.
one of the most famous celebrities or musicians in Michael Jackson. Every era he had a different face, and it was like, which one is he? Like you
That
don't
is so
know.
insane. See, to that extent, I mean, I don't agree with that. I mean, you're changing your whole
Yeah.
self, you know?
They see, and I know like a lot of people talk about saying that, you know, they want to change it because they want to feel better about themselves. But I think it's more because they want to appease everybody else. Because everybody's very
About how they look.
judgy, especially
Yes.
now that
Oh
we
my
have
God.
Instagram and then the TikToks and whatever else the hell is out
Mm-hmm.
there. And all these filters and all that shit.
Yes. I'm a filter queen. I love filters.
And are you?
Yes. My oldest son is 20. He's like, Mom, why do you put a face on your face?
A face on
you
your
look
face.
fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, it looks nice. You look like a cat. I'm like, oh my God, thanks.
Yeah, because it's crazy because people, and I've always said this is I like my sister-in-law. She's had a few procedures and like, you know, my old lady will tell me, she's like, you know, she did, you know, X, Y, and Z, and I was like, dude, it makes me upset that women don't realize how fucking beautiful they are, regardless of, you know, whatever. Because at the end of the day, we're all gonna get old. Like you don't
Right,
see
that's true.
like my grandma doesn't look like she's 40. You know what I mean? Like nature's gonna take its course,
Yes.
and the only thing that you have to offer is the looks. That there's something wrong with
Yes.
you. You know, because at the end of the day, the inside is what counts.
Right.
You know, and you could look as beautiful as you want on the outside, but if you ugly inside,
You're ugly.
you're still ugly. It doesn't fucking matter what you put on.
I agree with that. Yes.
Like who was the biggest one? Like Kim K and all. And I was like, dude, they're all fucking ugly, and I
The
hate
before
it.
pictures, I'm like, oh my God.
Right? Like
I mean,
you didn't
I
even.
think she was fine before.
She wasn't too bad. Now the Jenner ones, yeah, them the
Yeah, they were a
Jenner
little
daughters,
funky.
they were ugly.
The twins.
Yeah, and that's why I tell some of these girls, like, look, you're not ugly, you're just broke. Because all these other girls they got the money for this shit, man.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's just
it's
crazy that people go through all of that. And then I'd seen somebody say some shit to the point too where they were saying that guys, the guys is such a thing called guys privilege, where you could wear the same outfit every party, and nobody says a shit. But women can't wear the same dress.
No.
See, but the thing
I mean,
is,
I do. Like, I mean, I don't have that money to just go buy you an outfit all
right?
the time, you know.
But the thing is that if you were my wife, I don't care if you're wearing the same dress.
True.
The ones that care are the other bitches that are putting, oh my God, can you believe blah 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 is wearing this? They're the judgmental ones. That the reason that you guys need to do all that. They're the same ones that are on that what is it, People magazine and all those other magazines that tell you you're not skinny enough, you're not healthy enough, you're not this enough, you're not that enough, and they make people forget just how fucking beautiful they are.
yeah, it's sad.
And everybody's living in this world now where there's like, you know, you have these little girls that are now on these TikToks, you know, teenagers are very impressionable. And now they're buying into that, and they're having these stupid ass thoughts, and it's like,
Yeah.
dude, and anything you tell them, you can't tell them because they got this little attitude now,
yeah.
and you can't slap them because now you do jail time.
I'm grateful to not have daughters, but I did want one.
Did you?
But I do have friends that have daughters, and I'm like, oh my God.
But why did you want a daughter? Did you want to have her as like a little doll?
I did. A little doll, little best friend, you know, just a little mini me. But no, my boys are God sent perfect football players.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
boys.
saw you. You had posted one for your I guess your son, was it last week, 2 weeks ago? He had a big touchdown, a big return, or
Yes, he came out on the news.
Yeah.
CBS4. I'm like,
damn,
proud of you,
okay,
son. It's his senior year, so he's just
yeah,
flying. It's
gotta go.
Like, wow.
it's gotta make it.
He woke up.
And so, have you always been big into pushing your kids into sports?
I have since they were 3 years old. It's the reason why is my oldest and my middle, they did have ADHD.
Okay.
So they were hyper and just like you're talking to them, but they're just not there. Football helped so much with the coaches, and I think just working them out, the whole activity and everything.
Yeah.
And their heart's in it.
Really?
They're very passionate about it, and they've grown up to be
Pretty good.
good humans, decent humans.
Decent humans.
Yes.
So how long have they been in football?
Since all three of them, since they were 3, I do have a 20-year-old, 17 and 15-year-old.
Damn. Okay. So they're all around the same.
Yes.
That's not. Well, that's good because there's some like my sister and I were 8 years apart, and there's nobody in between. So it's kind of like it's kind of
That gap.
Yeah. And I know another family member actually there's like an 18-year gap. And I was like, dude,
Oh my gosh.
what's
yeah.
wrong with you? You don't want to be that old mom.
And my husband wants to have another one, but
No.
we have
Why?
2 puppies. Those
Puppies are
babies.
good. Puppies are good
They're
enough. Yeah, because these kids nowadays.
Oh man.
Because
Yes.
and I know we've always had this conversation on the podcast with Jules and myself, is that I fear for the kids nowadays with all this, especially like nowadays with all the the big push on gender specifics and,
Yes.
and you're not this, you're not that. It's like, dude, we're confusing these kids so fucking much.
It's bad. It's sad. That's why I'm so glad I raised my children with football. They literally will go outside and throw the football.
Mm-hmm.
They're rarely on their. Well, maybe now they are, but
Yeah.
when they were younger, they were always outside.
Yeah.
I'm like, go get dirty, go get some scabs on your knees.
That's how you learn about life.
Yeah.
Because you learn and you fall and you pick yourself
Yes.
up and you go and you learn adversity. You learn how to get along with people,
Right.
which gets you ready for the workforce later on. Because
Yes.
but people don't understand these kind of things.
Right.
Damn. Yeah, no, I get it. Because I don't know. I think I mentioned it last time you were on here. I coached a flag team, well, my son's team, for like the last 3 years. So yeah, every day we're sitting down, we're like working on plays and doing this, and it's like better than just being on looking for trouble on the internet or whatnot. And,
Yes.
and then with the phones, like you said, with now you're on there 24/7. Back in our days,
Yes.
if you were to get bullied, it should ended at 4.
Yeah.
It should ended
Yeah.
at 4. You go home, you're good. Now it's like everywhere.
Yeah, it's so sad.
At all times, and you got assholes from other cities jumping in and like, oh yeah, so and so he does look like. It's like, dude, they're not helping it.
Right.
and nowadays, I fear for the youth nowadays.
Yes, I do too.
It's really fucking sad.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Damn, this shit got dark. This shit got dark real fast.
Yeah.
Shit. See, this is what happens when I don't get no sleep.
Oh no.
Oh shit. All right. So after the where were we? So the promo modeling.
Yes.
How'd you get into that after the kids and all that? How'd you get into that?
So I so into the promo modeling after I had my children, got married, went to school, and then I fell out of modeling. I was doing the mom and the whole wife.
Right.
And recently I ran into a friend, Brian, and he's actually the owner of Cultura District Event Center.
Okay.
And he was always inviting me to the events. Come out, come check it out. And
Right.
oh, okay, yes, but I never did. I was always, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
a
always something
homebody,
going on.
or the kids, games.
Right.
Then he was like, "Hey, how about you, come join me and be my brand ambassador? I'll pay you. Come, okay."
Sold.
So that's how it started. I ended up going out there and teaming up with him, and we do the events out there. He does like Friday country nights.
Okay.
Our first big event was the BLT. That's where I met Fuji.
BLT. What was a
Yes.
BLT?
The Banda Lucha and Troqueando.
Troqueando.
Yes.
Okay, so is that like a car show, I take it?
It was like a car show, bands, and it was a non-profit, and it was for a little girl who had cancer. So all of the proceeds would go straight to her and her family.
Awesome.
And it was really nice. It was a
Yeah.
really awesome experience. And that's where I met Fuji's Productions.
Okay.
And later on, we teamed up. And that's where we
The Holy
did
Smokes.
the Holy Smokes.
Damn.
He became his co-MC for that event.
So how was that? How did it feel going up there doing your co-MC? Because that was the first one. Is that the first thing that you actually MC'd?
Yes.
How was that?
Well, first, I'm an introvert. Well, it just depends. If I'm comfortable in my surrounding, then I'll come out. But it was nerve-wracking. I was grateful to have Mike there.
Yeah.
Mike is, he's been doing this for years. So I we kind of practiced on the side. And having him with me, it helped, along with cue cards.
Yeah. No, you can never go wrong with that.
Yeah, so it helps because then my mind wanders. Right now we're talking and I'm thinking about dinner, what I'm going to make, and
The husband's like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
He eats good. He eats well.
So what is for dinner?
I'm thinking today's Friday. I don't know. I want sushi.
Sushi.
Yeah.
Okay. Cozy.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with cozy. Cozy is a good shit.
I gotta go try that.
It's expensive, but it's good.
It's good.
For the Playboy. That's my shit. The Playboy.
I'm gonna have to go try that.
Yeah, that's a good sushi. FYI. Shout out to Cozy. Go ahead and sponsor. That's what I should start doing. I should start looking for sponsors, but I don't have time. I don't like.
Do it now.
I don't like. Right, do it now. No, it's good. Like you said, I'm an introvert as well. I like it's weird.
Really?
Yes, it's weird. Like I was telling my old lady, it's funny. Like if it's just me anywhere, I'm quiet as. I'm just me. You put a mic in front of me, I wouldn't shut the fuck up. Like it's wild. Like we've had the second annual pillow fight this in July, and I'm out there like I don't know, like I turn into somebody else. It's weird.
That's awesome.
It makes,
I don't know who I am right now.
You're in between.
Yeah,
you're in between. So the emceeing, because I know I had asked you on to see, because I wanted to get you some experience, because I know it's weird in front of people, especially.
And they're all like this.
Yeah, because they're just staring at you.
I'm like, oh.
You know what I mean?
Look at him. Look at Mike.
To be fair, if I'm gonna stare at Mike or you, I've already had enough of fucking Mike. I've already had my fair share of Mike already. But it's always good to see people opening up and trying new things.
Yes, thank you.
And that's good. That's one of the reasons I was telling you. Like, I want to get you on so you could.
I know. And then you told me that, and I was like, yes. But then I'm like, I'm not going to do it. So then when you said, hey, Friday, I'm like, okay, Friday it is. You know, I don't know why I'm that kind of person, but.
No, but I mean, it's
but
just because I know how it is. It's difficult, but once you get going, it's.
Yes.
It's kind of like a rush. You know what I mean?
It
It's
is.
a little addiction. It's like, all right.
It really is.
This shit
I'm
is
going to be
crazy.
bugging you after this.
Hey, we're here. We're always here. We almost got it. You're going to be, if I remember correctly, I think you're episode 195. So I'm so
190. Yes, 192 or 5.
I think it's 195.
I just saw it right now.
So I'm trying to see, Jules and I are trying to come up with something for 200. Because when we did 100, we created a beer with our friends at the Old Sheepdog Brewery.
Oh, nice.
And we had a release party and all that. And
cool.
we did an actual podcast there. It was actually like a 3-hour podcast. We had a bunch of our old guests come out. And
that is so cool.
So we all, like I said, it was a 3-hour podcast. Halfway into it, I was drunk as shit already. I don't remember half of it. So I'm trying to think about what we can do, because you always want to do something bigger and better, right?
Right.
So I have no idea what the hell we can do in the next 5 weeks, but hopefully, if anybody has any ideas or whatnot, because I was even thinking about maybe if I'm timing it correctly, it'll be right around Halloween, and maybe we could do like a Halloween
that would be awesome.
Party, or I don't know, but
yes.
yeah, I gotta time that out. I gotta find out how to do it. I gotta find out what to do.
That would be so awesome.
Are you big on Halloween?
I am.
Really?
I love to dress up as Katana, Princess Katana, Scorpion. Wonder Woman, heroes.
You see,
And
the
my
husband's on
husband
the side. He's like, yes.
He makes the costumes for me.
Oh no shit! You're
He's a knitter.
the knitter, okay? Or you're the tailor.
Taylor,
There we go. That's better, because knitter sounds a little bad if you rush it a little bit. It sounds very derogative. Damn, See, but I've never been big on Halloween.
No.
I don't know. My whole thing is, so of course, like I don't like scary movies.
No.
Because I don't know how I'm gonna react. Because I fight.
Oh, okay.
You know, and the few times I've been in a haunted house, I get scared. I'm throwing hands. It's just a habit. I'm not trying to be like cool. It just fucking happens.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And I don't want to be that guy also that, because you see me, I'm a pretty stocky dude. I don't want to be walking and get scared that you hear a noise out of this body that shouldn't be made. I can't live that shit down. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in there like after like 6 tacos and then have an accident. It's like, did you know that motherfucker?
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't want to be labeled as that dude. So I'd rather not put myself in that. But I remember in my younger days, we used to scare the fuck out of people. Like at my dad's house, he had from his entryway, he had the little wrought iron, and then it had about 8 feet before he got to his actual door, to the front entrance door. So he used to black out the wrought iron, and so when people would open the door, we used to pump it with the strobe light and fog from the fog machine. So we had that whole thing, and I'd be in the corner with like these oversized clothes, a mask, and just hanging out. And once the kids come close enough to where the door closes, I'd have somebody close the door, and I just jump up and scare the shit out of these kids. And it was cool because like our candies would never run out because everybody would leave their shit.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
We'd just replace it. People would leave masks. It was wild. Like we have all kinds of shit that we got because I was like, "Hey, well, here, come back and get your stuff." And they're like, "No."
That is too funny.
We don't want this shit. I was like, "All right, fuck it." But I won't go into all because I know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know? But, you know, and I think girls have an unfair advantage because you never see a girl dress up as, say, for example, like an Iron Man, right? It's always going to be like, oh, I'm sexy Iron Man. I was like, no, just be fucking Iron Man. You ain't got no fucking Iron Man. And did it. Hey, come on, the 2-piece suit.
Funny. Yeah.
You know? And I don't know why women always do that. And it's like, damn. No matter what I would try on, it's like, oh, it's nothing. We're going to go see what a girl... I was like, dude, I put a lot of effort into this fucking thing. You know what I mean? It's an unfair advantage again. Again, it's easier being a woman than it is being a man.
Yeah. It is.
Would you agree with that statement? It's easier?
I do. I think women are more interesting, too. I'm
really?
Straight. I'm very straight.
Wait a minute.
I think women are just so much more beautiful and, like, interesting than men.
Why interesting?
We're just beautiful creatures.
Okay. Beautiful is one thing, but interesting is another thing.
I don't know. The way we think, you can have like a really good conversation. Well, I mean, I don't know. It can go both ways, but...
But, I mean, women... Yeah, a little bit. No, that's why I like to let people talk. Because you'll see.
I'm like,
No, you'll see.
I don't know how to put it in words, but... I don't know.
No, because women... Because y'all have, like... Women is equivalent of when you have like 40 different screens on your laptop open, and you're going through like the different, like you'll be clicking on one, or let me go to this other screen. That's what a woman's mind is like at all times. That's what I picture it because I've seen it.
Gosh,
I see it live here because like, like my old lady will be like, so she's one of those that she'll ask me, "Hey, can you put the clothes away?" No problem. I'll start putting them away. She comes back. She's like, no. Leave that shit there. You're doing it wrong. Okay. I'll leave it there. Fine. I walk away. She comes back. Nobody fucking helps me in this house. I was like, you just fucking told me to leave this shit alone because you don't like the way I put my shit away. It's not your stuff. It's my stuff. I'm putting it where I know. No. You don't know how to put it away. It's my shit. I know where it goes. You know?
I'm not like that.
No. All women are like that.
Yes, I know.
All women
my
are like
poor
that.
Boys. But let me tell you, they wash. Their rooms are clean. They know how to wash dishes, cook. All 3 of them. I'm like, you have hands.
Cook as far as like your general stuff, or like do they get down?
I mean, they make breakfast stuff. The little one, he has not made any chicken. I'm very big on that because chicken. Ramen, sandwiches. That's not cooking for the little one. Yeah. But the 2 older ones, they do cook. They made their, spaghetti or, stuff like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Simple,
But I mean,
still meat. It still has to be cooked.
it's still meat.
That's cooking.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Anything that's warming anything up is considered cooking.
Yes.
But yeah, it's funny because I'll see all these. You get all these things on YouTube and shorts and videos and suggested this, and everything I always see is women just shitting on guys, just shitting on guys about everything. I was like, dude, where would you be if it wasn't to have somebody to shit on? Like it's and this was a conversation I was having with my significant other. There's this girl. Oh shit! What was her name? Nora. Hold on. Before I butcher her name.
No.
Because we're having the argument about who has it easier as far as for men and women, as far as for life. Mm-hmm. And my old lady's like, "Oh, men have it so much easier." It's like, no,
I think so.
No. So you think men have it easier?
Yes.
Why?
All my husband has to do and my children is get up and get ready. You know, we women have to make sure that they get ready correctly. Mm-hmm. Everything's turned off. No one's in danger. I don't know.
What is in danger?
Oh God!
What, are you living in Kuwait?
I'm a mother of 3 children. There's all kinds of dangers.
Okay.
We just kind of have to. We can't just wake up and it's just about me. I gotta wake up and make sure everybody's getting to school on time, even though they're 18 years old and I'm receiving emails that they're tardy and I'm going to truancy court. That kind of stuff. Like I'm trying to teach them to. Right. But again, I can't just wake up and just be Jessica. I'm mom. I have to oversee everything. Make sure everybody's. So that's why it's easier for men. My husband gets up, brushes his teeth, and goes to work.
But is that more for your peace of mind?
No, that's a mother.
Or do you just take that upon yourself?
Well, I'm a mother. I think a mother.
Right, but sometimes guys, you see, because it's not that we don't want to help.
Yeah.
But it's just that sometimes when we try to help, we get yelled at for helping. And then, because certain people are used to they're used to their style, how they want it. And if we do it, you see, guys, you give me a mission, I'm doing the mission as easy and simply as possible.
Yeah.
Women needed a certain manner, not easy, not simple. They need it their way. So it's 2 different things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I was saying, there's this, because like I said, I was having this conversation with my significant other. I was like, well, I want to do this, and I start doing it, and I get yelled at for doing it. Then you get mad that says that nobody's there to help you, even though I did it. But then you do it, and you leave that shit halfway done. So it makes no fucking sense to me, right? Oh, no sense at all, because you start there, and you're like, oh, let me go do X, Y, and Z. Then you leave it there, and it's like, hey, well, the fuck happened here? So there is this girl a journalist by the name of Nora Vincent. She even wrote a book by the name of what was it called? I don't remember what the name of the book was, because she was a columnist for the New Yorker? No, LA Times, and she wrote a book about men and self-made man. So she went undercover as a man for a year.
Oh. And
because she was convinced with the same mindset that men have it so much easier. Mm-hmm. And, it's women have it, everything about, life and women's challenges and whatnot. What Nora found out was that men have it so fucking hard that Nora actually killed herself.
What?
After being a man for a year. Because she said the pressure of being a man is so fucking crazy.
That's insane. Wow.
That she couldn't take it anymore. So she actually went and she had that assisted suicide done. Because she just couldn't fucking take the mindset. She couldn't take the struggles that men go through.
Book.
Yeah. So men, even though it seems easy, I don't know if you've ever seen, there's a famous cartoon where it shows the man like hugging over the wife and the kids, and the man has all these arrows in the back because they're taking all this shit for him. Mm-hmm. See, men, we find throughout our growing up, we found how to keep everything internal, because the moment we show any kind of weakness
Emotion.
or emotion to either our comrades or our friends or a woman, all of a sudden we're a bitch, you know, and that's just the way. That's just the way nature's always been.
Yeah.
You seem weak, you seem feeble, you're not desired anymore because everybody wants a man who's strong and could take care of the family, you know. So this girl found out that, you know, trying to go through this little science experiment, she couldn't take it. She's like, dude,
Gosh, that's terrible.
we put these guys through so much shit and there's nothing they could do. They have no outlet. And she just couldn't comprehend it, and she took her own life.
That is so sad.
Yeah.
So I being a mother of 3 boys has taught me to have some mercy on their father and on men, because I did think that too. You know, men, why they're men, you know,
Right?
Why are they crying? But I see my children going through their, you know, their I guess their growing up and their emotions, you know, and I tell them it's fine to feel angry, it's fine to cry.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you're weak, you know. And so that's, I guess, opened my eyes or my heart.
Yeah.
That men are human too.
Was that not ever a thought?
I don't know. I mean, I thought, you know, men should be strong, you know. They should, I don't know. I didn't think much of it, but when it came to my children, I mean, it just.
No, that opens up a whole other window.
Yes. So now looking at their father and my husband, you know, we have a good relationship because, I mean, they're human, and
Right.
you know, it just opens another.
Pandora's box is what it is.
Yes.
Because, and I think I mentioned this last time. Like whatever, like, you know, I'm not very emotional. Yeah, I'm not very emotional.
No.
But when I'm tired, I'm crying like a little bitch. I don't know why. I'll be watching, dude. I'll watch that, or if I watch any movie that has anything to do with kids, forget about it. I'm gone. Like what was that one with? There's a movie with Ludacris. I think it's called Traffic. Where there's like 4 different stories and they're all kind of intertwined. So there's one part where this kid, where this kid was, so this guy, he was a locksmith and he went to go do a job for I think it was a convenience store. The convenience store got robbed. So that guy from the convenience store went and was going to shoot the guy, the locksmith, because he thought he was in on it. Yeah. So when he approached him and he had the gun out, the kid saw and he's like, "Hey, Dad gave me his cape. He's gonna get hurt. I gotta go save him." And the kid got in his arms, and the dude shot. Dude, I cried out. I lost it.
Really?
Yeah. Luckily, I was at home.
Yeah.
I lost it. My daughter came in. She said, "What's wrong?" I was like, "Come here. Come here. Let me just, you know." Yeah. That's little shit like that. Yeah. But I think nowadays, even, you know, being old as I am, it's good to have a little emotion every now and then. Now, if you don't have to necessarily do it in front of other people, right? You know, just because you need to, you know, get your shit out, act like however you gotta act, just go on about your business. But we don't have that support anymore. Yeah. You know, and when women have that, they got the 7 comadres. Let me get you something to eat. Let me make you this. Let me do your hair. And we all have all that. We don't have any of that. You know, because the moment we show that, it's like, ay, mira este vato. Mira que jotillo. Mira que jotito. Yeah, and all they do is just talk shit. And I guess, I don't know if it's a cultural thing.
Probably. It probably is.
You know, in our culture, in the Mexican culture, the nicknames they give you as a loving nickname are all fucked up. There's some fucked up nicknames. like no matter what, like you have. So there's this one kid. His name, they called him Shooby Dooby since he was a kid. This dude now is probably 18, 19. Nobody in the family knows his real fucking name. Wow. Because all we've called him is Shooby Dooby. Nobody knows his fucking name. Swear to God. And the only reason is because one time we had gone camping and the kid, he was like 3 and he had said something that came out Shooby Dooby. And that's what somebody heard it, like, that's his fucking name. Oh, God. That's it. And who knows what his name is? Probably like Alonso or some shit. Aww. Nobody knows. Even his own, you ask his parents, he's like, they won't know. Oh. It's crazy. But that's You get hit with
Yeah.
that, you know? And like for example, my brother-in-law, my dad always calls him Vader because he has a deep voice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all we fucking call him, right? So he had introduced himself to, I can't remember where we were at. He's somewhere. So somebody asked me, "Hey, where's so-and-so?" I was like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Oh, wow.
And then my sister's like, "Hey, that's fucking Vader's." Like, "Oh shit, that's his name." Like nobody knows anymore, you know? And it's just a cultural thing. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh fuck. All right, sorry. I go off on my tangent. That's what happens when I'm asleep. You see, I'm all emotional now.
Aw.
I'm gonna have a second to myself.
Do you
Hold
need
on.
a hug?
I need a drink. But a hug always comes in handy later. Oh shit. So I know one of the other things that you're doing now, you're newly invested in a new project.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the project that you're invested in now.
So it's called Paracord by Guerrero. And
Okay.
This is actually a sample of, well, this is my bracelet.
Okay, if you want,
Can you see it?
yeah, because the camera's right here in front of you. That works.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's Paracord.
So yes, it is 550 Paracord, and it is, you can get any name. My name's Jessica.
Right.
Also Jesucita. To my mom.
Okay.
And we do lanyards, dog leashes, excuse me, dog collars. For the horses, God, I cannot remember the name of it right now.
For the horses?
Yes, like those lassos.
the
No,
whips?
Not a lasso. God, I don't even have a picture of it.
What is it? The whips or the little blinders or?
Harness. I
Okay.
believe. Yeah, like the harness rope.
Uh-huh.
What else?
And that paracord, what
keychains.
is it? What's the material? Is that the stuff from like the military?
Yes, it is military grade. And again, like gunslings, lanyards, different things. Camera straps. We recently did a camera strap for Socorro cameraman.
Okay.
Rick. His name's Rick.
Uh-huh.
And it holds the camera, so it can be on his shoulder or around their neck. So.
Okay. So the paracord. So if anybody wants to get information about the paracord, how do they find out information about the paracord?
So I do have a link tree, or you can go directly to the Paracord by Guerrero. You'll find them on Facebook,
Okay.
and you can message there, and then put your order in.
So it shows you a little bit of everything that you have,
Yes.
shows products,
colors,
reviews, and all
yes,
that.
reviews, all of that
Okay.
good stuff.
So the bracelets, it just has your name. It's just a cool look. It's just
Yeah, or lanyard. I
Well-
have a lanyard that I used because I used to work in. I'm still at the VA.
Okay.
But I was in logistics, so I had to have a lot of different keys, driver's license to be driving the government
Yeah. the
vehicles. So to have everything together, so I'm not looking around for it every
It's all on
morning.
the
It's all on my
lanyard.
lanyard. Yeah, so
Damn.
it's really nice.
Yeah, those
Nice
lanyards
little
have been
clip.
coming in handy a lot lately now. You see a lot of people
Yes.
with those now. So
They're
that's
really nice.
So what was why did you want to start doing this, or how did you guys fall into this?
Started working in the VA for myself. Actually, it originally came from my husband. So he's got his story on that.
Okay. Does he want to jump in and tell his story, or do you want to tell the story for him?
I believe he should. It's from his heart.
It's from his heart. Okay.
I mean, I'll just put it black and white, and it's
Yeah.
it's more inspirational from him.
Does he?
Would you like to jump in?
Does hubby want to jump in, or not? You want her to translate for you?
Jump in.
Oh, there you go. She says you have a
so
mission
I'll read
statement.
his mission statement. So it is Paracord by Guerrero. We are located in Socorro, Texas, and continuing American deployed soldiers tradition receiving paracord bracelets from someone in their platoon, meaning they had each other's back and that they were going to get each other back home. Paracord by Guerrero means a lot of things to a lot of different people, but originally it is represented the toughness and perseverance of the American military.
Damn.
God bless.
So your husband served, or
Yes.
he just had the
At the VA.
Oh, so he's
Yes,
had the
we served at
luxury
the
of
VA. Uh-huh.
hanging out with these guys that have served,
Yes,
and
yes.
Okay.
His dad.
his dad. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
well, thank your dad for his service. Yeah, because it's crazy, man, what these guys go through.
Yes. Oh my Lord.
And that's cool. I never knew something like that was actually the meaning behind it. That there's that means that you got your back no matter what for life. That's
Yes.
fucking dope. Definitely. So Paracord by Guerrero on Facebook. Is there an Instagram handle also, or is it not yet?
Not yet.
coming.
We're freshly new. I don't know if you can see that. Right there.
Hold on. I mean, I gotta get up. Oh, I can't get
Oh,
up.
no,
I'm
don't
too
get
old.
up.
No, here. Hold on. Let me get that, and then
So that's Paracord by Guerrero. Thank you.
no, absolutely. I mean, thank you guys because that sounds like something awesome. If you're not, and this, like you said, it's not only specifically for military,
Right.
but El Paso being such a big military city because we have Fort Bliss or whatnot. That military mindset and lifestyle expands throughout, and and it's always something good to show somebody that either you have somebody dedicating that you have their back, it's dedicating that you mean something special to somebody,
Right.
and then I mean the fact that you could have it in different ways, not only bracelet, your lanyard, or your whatever gunslings or whatever it is. That is fucking awesome. So on that website, or actually I should say on your Facebook, does it break down the pricing on there, or is it just
Yes, it does. It just depends. Bracelets
Right.
are going for 20, starting 20, and the prices go up as many colors as you want
Right.
for the lanyard. So you can go up to 6 different colors on your lanyards or your bracelets.
and everything is handmade by
Handmade.
your husband?
By my husband, I'm learning.
Okay, you're learning. You're
I watch and I'm like, yay! I'm his cheerleader.
and then you start yelling at him for you see you never help me out because you're always working on your fucking
always
on your
knitting.
lanyards. Never help me make
So you
dinner.
just sleep doing this,
So you guys want to? You guys want to get a pizza?
right?
That's usually how it works in this household. I
Oh
get
my
it.
gosh.
I get it. I get it. So everyone is handmade with care and love, specifically for a certain person, for a certain meaning. Definitely got to get into that. And that's a Paracord by Guerrero. Make sure you find it on the Facebook and soon coming on Instagram because
Yes.
everybody's on the
Yes,
Insta.
it's more of Instagram.
Yeah, it's got
These
like I said,
days.
we have a Facebook. I don't even know how to get into it. I don't even know.
My
We
son's like,
had it.
Facebook is for old people.
Yes, because
like,
I know
"What?"
we had talked. You had sent me something about
Yes.
Facebook. It doesn't let me. It doesn't let me put anything. Either that or I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing, which is probably very much true. Also, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. But yeah, I can't. I have no idea what the hell that is. And then, like I said, my IT department is my 13-year-old
Your
son,
13-year-old.
and he's like, "Oh, Dad, we'll get to it later,"
Aw.
because he's got better things to do than
Yeah.
that. Because we got to go run routes and shit. So it is what it is. But so I know we're getting close in onto the hour, and I know there's a new thing that we're working on. It's called 10 questions.
Oh my lord.
So, like I said, I'm gonna shoot ball you 10 questions. Don't overthink them.
Okay.
Just first thing that comes to your mind, good or bad. Because I know you're a God-fearing
am.
mom. Why are you God-fearing?
Experiences, and because my children, I've got to be an example for my children.
Mm-hmm. So, do they fear God too?
They've had their moments where they were rebellious, but
Mm-hmm.
recently it was a mission of mine before my son was sent out to Austin for college, because he's in College Station,
Okay.
to get them baptized Catholic. So we're
Okay.
Catholic Christian. And I wanted to get them educated
Mhm.
with God and just let them know that they're not alone.
Okay.
Because I've had, like I said, I've had my moments in life where
Mhm.
you feel alone and God's always there. God's
Okay.
always
Interesting. Because we're here around here, around these parts here at the Words on Fire. We're very much of the atheist
there. Atheist.
mindset. Because there's no need to get into it now, but it's because it is just a lot of what it is that because when I grew up, my parents were Catholic-ish, I guess you could say, but we only went to the only time we ever went to church is when we're gonna have our first communion or baptism or whenever you had to attend, right? Because you have to go to those classes, and to be those classes, you have to be there for services that could count.
Yes.
And after that, we didn't go because we don't have no fucking reason to go. And it was like, well, that makes no fucking sense, And then you start getting into the story and everything. And then one of the things that I've always found interesting, and for the longest time, I've been trying to get a priest on so we could have conversations, is that anytime you question anything, instead of giving you, well, your questions because A, B, and C, instead of giving you a conversation or explanation, you get a lecture of,
No.
well, how dare you? Well, no. What do you mean, how dare I?
Yeah.
It's just like anything else in life. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you have questions about something, you want to ask a question and be like, oh, okay, well, that's why that makes sense, as opposed to, well, how dare you? That's his word. Well, not necessarily.
Like, why are you questioning?
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
come on. It's you getting mad because of what somebody else said 5,000 years ago, and it's not even their own words; it's somebody's translation.
Right.
All right, but neither here nor there. All right, so let's get down. And I think actually I got into one of the questions, so it's gonna be 9 questions today because I already knocked them. All right, so first question: what is the best advice you have for someone who's trying to get into being a brand ambassador? See, that is very strategic to have a drink while you're thinking. Very strategic.
So for brand ambassador, I guess do your homework on who you're going to be working with. You know, I don't know. For myself, I've just learned that just doing my homework, and I have to practice in the mirror.
Okay.
I have to, because like I said, I have fear of just what's the word?
Is
Being
it
put on the
judgment?
spot. And judgment, yes. My
Okay.
heart is very big. That's my flaw, and I care so much. So I'm learning to just be myself, and and be a brand ambassador of good stuff.
Okay.
I like the BLT. That was something that I loved because it's nonprofit, and it was going for the little girl and her family. So again, back to your question, I would say just basically doing your homework on the
brand.
And just knowing the
Okay.
ins and outs of it, and being confident in yourself.
Okay. Next one. What animal would be your spirit animal?
I love the bee hummingbird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why the bee hummingbird?
I don't know. It's just so light and can go anywhere, and it's so beautiful. The males are beautiful, not the females.
Okay. If you could change one thing about you, what would it be?
As my grandma says, I should grow some more cojones.
Okay. Grow some more cojones.
I care a lot about everything and everyone, to where I'm like, I put them
First.
before myself.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've lost myself before. So I'm learning that at 37 years old. Still learning.
All right. So what's the hardest part of being a model?
The hardest part of being a model,
Remember talking.
self-criticizing myself. I mean, I'm self-criticism, worried about others, the way they see me, saying that I'm a God-fearing woman, but here I am trying to be of the world. When, in my head, in my heart, I have a different mission. I'm just, I don't know. I'm not going to put any models, everybody has what they're into.
Right.
For myself, I like to help people, and I do like to be a role model for good,
Okay.
a beauty for good.
Okay. What is your worst feature or trait?
Worst feature or trait? God, I don't know. I'm a, what is it? No sabo kid?
No sabo. What is
My
it?
Spanish. I wish I could have worked on that when I was younger. It's
There it
a little
is.
harder
Okay.
as an adult to learn it.
Yes.
But I'm trying.
Especially when you have the last name of Guerrero. You should
Yes,
definitely have that
they're
Spanish.
like, I
That
mean,
might help a
The
little bit.
patients and
little
customers
bit.
are like, really? How do you live in the borderland?
Yeah, a
Have that last name and not know?
little bit. What is the one thing that you would like people to understand about you?
I come in peace.
Okay.
Yes, and again, I'm beauty for good, and I'm a mother. I'm human, and I mean well.
That's a good that's actually a good little slogan, beauty for good.
Beauty for good.
That's
yes.
actually pretty good. All right. I don't know if we asked this. I know you said you were for cosmetic surgery is, to each their own or whatever.
Yes.
But are you cosmetic surgery free?
No,
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay. If you could go back in time and change one thing in your life, what would it be?
To have faith in myself, confidence when I was younger, and to go to school and be in the Air Force. I would have loved to go serve.
Air Force.
Yes.
Okay. So the last thing I have for you, finish this sentence. Before I leave this earth, I want to
make sure that my children are good humans and make a difference in this world.
Awesome. Make a difference in what way?
For good, whatever they choose in their career.
Specifically for just your children?
Oh gosh, that's all I think about is my children.
and there's nothing wrong with that.
The youth too,
Yeah.
I my nieces, my nephews, and everybody else.
Right.
I feel like they should be in a career where they're going to make a difference, and it falls in the lines of God. To serve.
Okay. You see, and there's nothing wrong with saying just your kids, because I mean, at the end of the day, family is all we have.
Yes.
And I keep pushing that to, especially my little ones, is like, the 4 that we have at this table. Excuse me. Especially here at the house, the 4 that we have at this table are the only 4 that are going to be there when it's raining or when it's sunny.
Right.
Regardless of whatever happens.
Yep.
For sure, those are the 4 that are going to be there at all fucking times.
Yes.
Friends and
Girlfriends,
girlfriends and wives
acquaintances.
and everybody comes and goes, but the 4 people here are going to be there with you no matter what, judge free.
Yes.
And that's one thing that I've always done with like my daughter who's 10 now. Since she was 5, I had heard actually I think it was Kevin Hart that had talked about he had a rule where he's going to speak with his kids, and he tells the kids, right, where they could basically just say whatever they want, and it's called free talk. So at this free talk, the way it works, and I know I mentioned this many, many, many episodes ago, the way free talk works is that we're going to have a conversation. Say, for example, me and you, right? Say you're my child at 10 years old. All right, Jessica, we're going to have free talk. Anything you tell me, we're gonna have open conversation. You can say anything you want, and there's zero judgment. There's zero anything.
Wow. I need to
So this little girl takes it upon herself, and she, at 5 years old, she's like, "Dad, can we have free talk?" He goes, "Yeah." "I can't believe some fucking people, Dad." I was like, "All right, me neither. Let's go." This girl could cuss like a sailor, and she uses the words perfectly. I don't know whether to be proud or worried.
Oh my god!
But yeah, till this day, she's like, "Dad, free talk." Is like, "Oh, all right, let's go," and she will go.
Wow.
We will go. And I was, "All right, baby. You know what? How about we take it easy a little bit on this free talk? The last half hour got a little fucking wild for me. Let's just fucking take it easy a bit." But it's amazing how something so simple could open a conversation between you and a kid.
I gotta try that with my kids.
Yeah,
I'm like, don't talk like that.
Yeah,
say that.
And I know, and it's funny because I started thinking about it. If when I was younger, if I could cuss at my dad and not get reprimanded or hit or have a huarache or a fucking belt come my way, dude, I'd be talking all kind. Like he would know everything about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
do that.
that's one of the things I was like, I think that's that, like I said, I saw that from Kevin Hart. I was like, dude, that's fucking brilliant. Like, why wouldn't we do that? You know what I mean?
Yes.
So just a thought.
Thank
so
you.
out there, free talk.
I'm gonna adopt that.
Absolutely. Every time you use it, I get a 25-cent commission.
Yes. Right.
I trademarked Kevin Hart's trademark.
Right.
Ah, shit. Before we head out, Jess, what else? Is there anything else that you have to tell the people? Is there anything else that you have? Because I see you have all kinds of literature there.
Yes.
What do we got?
So I will be promoting local events that will be happening in El Paso.
Okay.
I do have, I don't know, do you want me to hold it up? I have the QR codes that you all can follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram.
Okay.
And that's where you'll see where I'll be like posting the events. For example, today we are having our first day opening for Cultura District, the 915 Echoes of Horrors.
Okay.
It's opening tonight at 8 p.m.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
And the admission fee is $25, and they're gonna have like their vendors, they're gonna have food trucks, movies playing like on a big screen, like The Exorcist and all that.
Ooh.
It is all age event. I'd recommend that to take your children.
And how is that? That's not just a 1-day event, right?
No. It'll be all the way till October 31st.
Is October 31st Halloween, or is Halloween on the 28th or 30th? I never
It's the
know.
31st.
I don't even know
I
what
think.
day it falls on.
Yeah.
That's how much I care about Halloween. I can tell you, I'm not.
I'm not a big fan of it, but I mean, I'll put up pumpkins and like stuff like that. What else do I put up? Bats. Nothing gory.
No?
No.
Why?
I don't like gory.
No?
My husband loves to do the whole Michael Myers.
Okay.
That freaks me out.
Does he do like the Psycho where he comes in,
Yes.
you're in the middle of the shower? And
Yes. He has the whole build for it, the whole weirdness. He's just weird.
just called him fucking weird. What the fuck?
I'm like, God.
Yeah, don't call somebody who is trying to scare you with a knife weird. Just FYI,
Right.
just putting that
Gotta
out
be nice,
there.
huh?
Yeah, just
Thank you.
remember, God would just set them on fire. Just set them on fire and fucking kill them all.
Right.
But that's very God lovingly.
Right.
You see, I'm telling you.
Oh my gosh.
I could go down a rabbit hole. Oh shit! So on the Instagram, the handle is Jessica Renee Guerrero. Same handle on Facebook as well.
Yes.
And do you have on the Instagram that I know that QR codes and all that? Do you have that on there so that way they can see it also?
The QR code. I need to do that.
Yeah,
actually.
because
I have
that
a
way
link.
people could have one source and then just link that and then get all that through.
Well, I actually have a link tree.
Okay.
Where you, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's even easier. All right. Jess, I appreciate you coming through. I'm sure the guys out there and women out there hopefully enjoyed what you had. And as always, like I said last time, you and your husband are more than welcome here at any time. We are.
Thank you.
We've always said we are a podcast for the community, by the community, and for the community, first and foremost. So
Awesome.
anytime you guys have anything to get off your chest or anything that you guys want to have coming out, especially Paracord
Yes.
by Guerrero. The Facebook is Paracord by Guerrero, right?
Paracord.
And then you have a link tree for that also on your Instagram?
Or
Or
we're working on all that.
Okay.
Yes.
So that to come.
It's like it's a
coming
newborn.
soon. It's under construction.
Yes.
Under constructions we'll go
Under
with.
construction.
So make sure you guys go out there and celebrate and check out the House of Echoes?
915 Echoes of Horror.
Echoes of Horror. Make sure you celebrate and help with the Paracord by Guerrero. Go and support local support. It's you know what, dude? It's a great conversation speech or conversation icebreaker with people. Be like, hey, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
Boom. 20 minutes into it, you have a great conversation. Next thing you know, you have a brand new friend.
Yeah.
And you get to help out the community, and you get to help out locals who are always trying to give back. And what was the slogan that we had? Beauty for
good.
Beauty for good.
Yes.
Can't say that anymore. Better. Till next time, guys. Don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Deuces.